What's up, guys? It's your girl Kia, and I am back for another video. Happy Saturday. I am on my way to the gym, going my way to Burn Boot Camp. So I want to do a quick video in this quick 15-minute drive to the gym to talk about what's going on at Bravo and what's going on with everybody's least favorite new housewife, Brit Eddy. Brit Eddy is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she is now suing Bravo and NBC Universal for $20 million for sexual harassment and an unsafe work environment. I think she's also suing for defamation, but I am not 100% sure of that, but she's definitely suing for sexual harassment and an unsafe work environment. And all this stems from, if we take it out of the show context, all this stems from a year ago at Kenya Moore hair care event. Kenya Moore exposed, quote unquote, images of what supposedly is Brit Eddy committing a sexual act on another gentleman, and exposed those pictures to a room full of people who were all mortified. We all know that Kenya Moore was fired for those actions, because that's definitely not something you should be doing at work, whether it's Brit Eddy or not. It should not be exposed at work at all. Brit Eddy, I guess, had some conversation with the network then, but continued to be filmed for the show. Fine, whatever, that's her choice. Fast forward to now, the show is now airing, and in the 4th episode of the show, we got to see the actual incident that happened with Brit's images being exposed, and with Kenya Moore, doing it. Brit Eddy has continued to be on the show, and she's had a really, really crappy season when you think about it. I mean, first, it was the images being exposed. There are the comments about her husband, and then she made comments about her insurance license being suspended, which we never got any real information on that. And a lot of people are questioning it, including Angela, who's also on the show, has questioned it. I mean, the world's questioning it, but Angela definitely questioned it on the show. Then we have her awful country club event where she did not have food for her guests. The event didn't make any sense. There was no product. The product gifts that she gave were poorly packaged. And then they were then sued by the country club because they did not pay for what the country club provided. Then, and I'm pretty sure the country club also wanted to charge them for the grass that they messed up with getting divots in it by walking in high heels. You're not supposed to be on a golf course in stilettos. It doesn't make any sense. It ruins the greens. Then she's also being sued by the event planner because she did not fully pay the event planner. And then lastly, recently on the episode with going to Grenada, they were supposed to be giving donations because Grenada was hit by a hurricane. All the girls are coming up with boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff, the Tupperware containers full of stuff, and Brit Eddy only came with one box with 2 things of toilet paper and a couple of toiletries in it, and she got dragged for that too. So she has had a very rough season, and she has been dragged relentlessly. And so now she decided that she is not going to attend the reunion to relive what happened to her or whatever. And she makes this very bizarre statement that the person in the images that Kenya showed was not her. But she's saying that now. She did not say that back then. She is saying that now. Doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll get into it. Then it came out that she is now suing the network for, like I said at the beginning of the video, sexual harassment, blah, blah, blah. So now you know the backstory. Does she have a case? Sure. Anybody can sue their employer for sexual harassment and or unsafe work environments, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Anybody can sue. Does her case make sense? Absolutely not. The reason why, to me, her case does not make sense, because when this happened, she should have sued the network for this being filmed, this happening for the other people, Kenya Moore doing it for more eyes on her hair care event, or more eyes on the show, or doing it for attention. She absolutely should have sued then. She chose not to. She chose to continue to work with NBC like nothing happened. And I think she met with NBC and production and team and everything, and they asked her what she wanted to do. She wanted to continue. So that, to me, is going to make it an uphill battle for an unsafe work environment for sexual harassment. When it comes to the unsafe work environment, Brit is an active reason why we have an unsafe work environment. The episode before, let me get this up. The episode prior to Kenya Moore exposing the quote-unquote pictures of Brit Eddy, she talked about having a GUN, and she stays ready for women like Kenya, and she always keeps it on her, which is a violent claim. Now, does anybody believe that Brit was going to cause harm to Kenya? No. But is that something you can say at your job? Absolutely not. You cannot threaten somebody with a GUN at your job, anywhere, no matter if it's a reality TV show or you were in a courtroom. That is not something that you were supposed to be doing. And that also causes an unsafe work environment. So she'll have a hard uphill battle for that. The other issue I'm having is her finding out that it wasn't her and telling us now that it wasn't her. If it was me, when these pictures first came out, I would have done everything left, right, and sideways aside of Mississippi to tell production, bring those poster boards to me now. I want to see them. Tell Kenya she has to give them to you, or I'm getting my lawyers involved because I want to see what's on those images. I want to know where she got them from. There needs to be a full investigation. Bravo claims they did a full investigation, but I don't know if Bravo's investigation was that she actually exposed Brit Eddy, or if Kenya actually brought adult images to the workplace. Because these are two different incidents. Regardless if the images are Brit Eddy or not, you cannot bring sexually explicit images to work. Whether it is, reality TV show or not, I keep bringing this up. People keep saying, oh, it's TV, it's television, it's reality TV, so it's completely different. And it's not that different. A set is the same thing as an office building. You cannot do certain things on a set. You cannot do certain things at an office building. So I think Bravo Kenya's not vindicated. She still brought adult images to a set environment that she shouldn't have done. So I don't know if the investigation was if this was to Brit Eddy or if this was actually that Kenya did it. And apparently it was proven that Kenya actually did this. But is Brit saying now, like Brit's all these actions happening now as the season is airing and she is facing backlash? That is my issue. There are other women who have been filming with Bravo and they have found issues with Bravo, been completely uncomfortable with it, went into litigation with Bravo, and then just didn't go on the show. There are multiple women. Specifically, when the Real Housewives of New York got rebooted, there was a Jewish woman and her husband, very traditional Jewish couple, who was going to be on the show. It would, what is that girl's name? Brit accused the wife, the one who was going to be on the show, of saying the N-word. I don't think that ever happened because Brit is a known liar at this point. But the woman was like, you are absolutely not going to do this to me on national TV for something that I did not say and did not do. It's not going to be aired. It's not going to be recorded. I'm dropping out and we're going to go talk to our lawyers. And the lawyers talked to Bravo. The episode never aired. The woman was not on the show anymore, and they settled out of court. So these are things that could have happened. This could have happened to Brit. Brit brought no contribution to the filming up to that point. Yeah, they would have cut out a couple of scenes, but would it really matter? Brit brought nothing to the storyline, to the show, to the progression of the show. So they could have cut her scenes out if she was actually mad. I think Brit's actual beef is that she's come off horribly and she doesn't know how to face the fact that she didn't come off as she would hope. She's not coming off as this sexy, flexy wife, wealthy, successful business owner, She's coming off as a bum bird who has no value, who is not educated, who is just not. I don't even know how to say it. I'm not trying to say that she's worthless, because nobody is worthless. What I'm saying is, in this aspect of Real Housewives, where you are aspiring to be these women and be around these women, Brit is not somebody you aspire to be around or hang out with. She's the regular girl who goes to Miami for her surgery and has a little money. Maybe she's in an MLM, or her husband's over there. Cool, fine. She doesn't give off wealth and success. She gives off, I want to be this so bad, and I'm trying so hard to make you believe that I'm this thing, even though I'm really not. I don't think this lawsuit is going to go anywhere. Bravo and NBC are powerhouses when it comes to litigation, and I also think they are going to bring up the multiple points that I'm talking about. If you were so upset, if you were so concerned about your image and your license and this and that, you should have this all should have been done months ago, a year ago. I feel like if she would have brought this lawsuit to them a year ago, Bravo would have had to pay up a lot of money, because what happened to her was wrong. Now, here's another thing I just thought of. You're suing them for sexual harassment, but that image wasn't you. And nobody on the set or on the cast was all like, ooh, I saw your P word, or ooh, I saw you do this and that, and ooh, ha ha ha, laughing, da da da. That's not what happened. The picture is not you, and if it was you, the girls were fully on your side. They were very much like, we're never talking about this ever again. I mean, Portia walked out and was like, why are you still filming me? I don't want to talk about this. No one talked about it. No one was like making fun of her for having these pictures out there. So if nobody made fun of you for the pictures being out there and the pictures weren't you, where is the sexual harassment case at? That I'm lost in that aspect. You can't say you're suing for sexual harassment and then also say those pictures are not you. Kenya did not go around, and Bravo didn't allow her to go around and say, oh, she's a hoe, she's a this, she's a that, blah, blah, blah. And then Kenya brought the pictures out. None of that was shown. It was just Kenya, you making the GUN comment to Kenya showing the images at her party, and then boom, we're done. So can someone tell me and explain to me, maybe in my comments, where's the sexual harassment aspect if the images were not of you? I really don't think this is going to go anywhere, guys. And you can definitely jump down in my comments. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm a little confused about how she thought this was going to work. Her suing in general, again, just contributes to, she was a poor pick by Bravo, and she's got bum bird behavior. You can't, listen, I appreciate housewives like, is it Brittany on Salt Lake City? Is her name Brittany? I'm pretty sure her name is Brittany on Salt Lake City. I watched Salt Lake, but I forget this girl's name. Brittany on Salt Lake City had an awful season. She looked like a crazy person, and she just... Ooh, she looked like a nutbag the entire season. Brittany has not sued Bravo. And Brittany, again, like I said, had a horrible season, not a good showing. And she kind of she just chalked it up to, this is the image that I've portrayed. This is what's, okay. I just parked too close to somebody next to me and they can barely get out of their car. But anyway, so yeah, Brittany didn't do that. So is that going to be the new thing for Bravo? I don't like how it was portrayed. Now I'm going to sue the network because that'll make it better. That doesn't make any sense. So that's my thoughts. Hey girl, clearly I'm at the gym. That's my thoughts. And now I'm getting confused and worked up because people continue talking to myself in the car. So drop them in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to see what your thoughts are about Brit Eddy and where she's going with this, and if she'll get $20 million or if she'll just be fired from Bravo and maybe get a nice little $500,000 check, and that's it. So see you in the next video. I'm gonna go enjoy my workout at Burn Boot Camp. Bye guys.